All right. Hope you're doing well, eighth grade. This is the recap of today's Google Hangouts if you weren't able to make it. So we started the Hangout talking about our theme, which was the fun favorite food Friday. So today I brought my popcorn. As you can see, it's popcorn. It's my favorite snack to have watching TV. This is the type of popcorn I eat. So hope you enjoy that. Remember, at some point in this video, I will put in the tagline, and that's what you have to email me saying that you watched the video. A lot of people shared some of their favorite foods. I think a B had some cookies. Mrs. Hindle had a muffin. I'm trying to think of all the different other stuff, but I can't at the moment. So we're going to continue these themes. Next week, Wednesday, is going to be wishy-washy. Remember when Wednesday, when we're going to be broadcasting instead of from my house. Teachers are going in next week to clear out some stuff and turn in their keys. Mrs. Bouchard gave us permission to do a Google Hangout from there. So next Wednesday, we're going to do our Hangout from school, and you'll see the classroom. It's going to be pretty cool. Along with doing the Hangout from there, I was going to, on Monday for the work, I was going to have you fill out a form, and maybe you could share some memories, and we could kind of do less work next Wednesday during our Hangout and more just kind of remembering all the great times we had either in my math classroom or anywhere in the building. It could be any HMS memory that you want to share. So that's a little bit about how we started the meeting and what we're doing for next week. Then we started to look at the reviewing two-way tables, the workload problem we did. So I'm going to go to that now here. Let me just escape here. All right, so here's kind of what we did. We spent some time, and I'm going to go much quicker because we were kind of like, it was almost a little hard to get people to participate. I did include today in a soundboard mode, so like I tried to get more participation and I'll show you. Let's do one, and then you'll hear a sound. So the first one, these were boys that responded to the amount of workload, and it was either too much work, just enough work, were the two choices that most people chose. So if you count how much said too much, 1, 2, you would put there. So this one should have had a 2. Like that, and then I can maybe do this. I got two screens finally working at the same time, so I'm trying to get good at those things. So number of boys that said just enough was 5. Okay, girls that said too much, if you counted that out, is 7. Girls that said just enough were 13. Okay, so a couple things so far, just looking at this. You can definitely see, did more girls or boys participate? Hopefully you noticed girls. So let's talk about that. How are you going to get this total of the two-way table here? That would be the amount of girls total. Yeah, you do 7 plus 13. 7 that said too much and 13 that said just enough. And you would write 20 right there. Yay. Then over here, the total here, hopefully you know 5 plus 2 is 7. Okay, and then you can do the same thing if I highlight this direction going down. So I'll highlight going down. I'll highlight this in green. So going down here, I'll highlight this in a different color for you, maybe in blue. So now to get these totals, the amount of people that said too much, you do 2 plus 7, which is 9. And then over here, you do 5 plus 13, which is going to be 18. Now, the cool thing is, if I look at this part, is not just now figuring out this column, this little cell here. So in a two-way table, this corner box is really important because they should add up for the complete total of people that participated in this workload data. So you would do 7 plus 20 and 18 plus 9. And what is that total there? Hopefully you're saying 27. Okay. So now, then we talked about relative frequency. And relative frequency takes basically your standard two-way table and changes it to percentages. And when you do the percentage, you're always dividing by 27. So like this first one, I should have done this for the other kids. You're doing 2 divided by 27. It's 2 divided by the total. This next one, you're doing 5 divided by 27. It's 2 divided by, it's the number divided by the total. This one, you're doing 7 divided by 27, right? And you're writing them as percents. And this last one, how do you think I would change girls that said just enough to a percent? 13 divided by 27. Okay, so I actually have those numbers ahead of time for you, so I'm going to write them up here now. So this one came out to 7.4. The next one here was 18.5, and some of you guys might have done this already, so you can check your work with mine at 25.9, and this one is 48.1. Right. So these are all percentages. So sorry, I don't have all. I usually last time it was coming up with percent. So I'll throw in a couple percent symbols. Yikes! I should go in the beginning. Percent. No, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, there we go. That's it. We want it at the end. Percent, and then percent like that. Okay. So now to get the total, same thing. I could technically do right here 7 divided by 27. Totally could do that if I wanted to, but I could really just add these two numbers. This plus this comes out to, wait for it, 25. Speaking of wait for it, you're going to wait for the tagline. So I want you to watch the whole video so you can put the tagline in your email after you're done. So then you add these two numbers up and you get 20. No, sorry. This plus this is 74 exactly. 74%. Now, this is another interesting part. So if I take these two numbers to get the total, so I'll maybe do this in light blue, this plus this does not come out to exactly 100%. It comes out to 99.9%. And the reason that is because when we're coming up with these percentages, we're doing a lot of rounding, okay? You can see actually this was a leftover from before. This number, 13 divided by 27, really came out to 48.1481, blah, 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 when you move it over 2. So that's why when the rounding happens, sometimes you don't get exactly 100%. These percentages, this one comes out to 33.3%. Percent in there for you. And then this last one, let me just show it to you. Well, yeah, this plus this comes out to 66.6%. Okay. All right, so you can see, again, these two numbers doesn't add up exactly to 100. It adds up to 99.9. So then in your Google form for this assignment yesterday, it had some questions. So let's go through these questions. First question, how many girls completed the survey? And hopefully you wrote 20. The answer is 20 for that one. Next question, how many boys said too much work? Hopefully you answered 2 boys said too much work. Next question, how many students said just enough? So not boys or girls, just students said just enough. Hopefully you said 18. The next question was, how many students completed the survey? Altogether, that's our big number here, 27. The last, what is the relative frequency of girls that said enough, just enough work? Just enough. So that would be girls that said just enough is at 48.1 or 48%. What is the relative frequency of students that said too much? Students that said too much. So that one I would say is the 33.3 or 33% for that. Then that brought us over to the bottle flip challenge. Okay, we didn't get too far with this, but I'm gonna kind of bring you through what we did here. So I posted some bottle flip data for what people did. Now you were supposed to do it 5 times. So basically, I only got the made flips. The missed flips would be how many they missed. So this boy that made 4 must have missed 1. This boy that made 3 must have missed 2. This one, whoever this boy was, got 5 in a row. This one would be 2, 2, 2, 4, missed 1. This boy missed 4. Okay. Then the girls, this girl missed 3, because again, it has to add up 5. This girl missed all of them. Missed 3, and 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay. And then the next part that we did is I totaled these numbers up. So boys that made the shots, if I count up all the boys that made, so this part right here came out to 26. All the boys that missed came out to 14. 14 missed bottle flips. Girls that made was 18. Girls that missed was 22. Okay. So now to get these totals, I'm just really adding across. So that's going to come out to 40. And believe it or not, so 40, that's kind of cool. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 boys participated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 girls participated. 8 times 5 is they each took 40 shots. Pretty nice. Now the made shots, though, overall, more people, looks like 44 were made when you add these two columns, and then missed was 36. Obviously, that's good. You guys are good bottle flippers. 44 made them out of 36 misses. And then the total altogether, how many shots were taken? 40 plus 40 or 44 plus 36 is 80. Okay, so that's kind of what we did today mathematically. I hope you enjoyed that. So, oh man, how about that tagline? I totally forgot to say the tagline. Oops, I said it at the end of the video today. Today's tagline is my second favorite snack, or maybe even my first. I don't have them too often because they're not good for you, but brownies. So today's tagline is brownies. So that's what we did in today's video, or I should say in today's Google Hangout. The tagline is brownies, so I hope you take a moment to watch this video, catch up on what you missed, and then we'll see each other on Monday for work for Monday and Tuesday, and then hopefully you can make it to Wednesday's Hangout, where we will be broadcasting from good old HMS Math Classroom, room 242. Have a good weekend. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Be good to your mothers on Sunday. Bye.